Alright, it's Civvie00 again, and I guess I'm gonna do like a kind of quick looky thing at this monitor since I got it and it's working great. Um, as you can see, it's very large, very nice. I'm just running some pictures that I took with the camera that I'm currently recording with, just to show off that, you know, it works. Colors are alright. Mine seems a little dark, but seemingly everyone else is complaining that it may be a little too bright. Maybe it's just that I have my monitors turned up more than most people do. I ended up having a little bit, there's a little bit of LED backlight pop through around here and on both corners and kind of in the middle, which you can't really see with these. The monitor has a nice reaction time. One of the problems with it is that if you have a video card that isn't like super powerful, like you're running a 60 model or a 77 or whatever AMD card, you're not going to be able to play games in full res. That's just not how it's going to work, because the cards just don't produce enough power to give you any sort of frame rate that's any worthwhile. As you can see, the screen is pretty glossy. Like, I'm not sure if you can see my hand in here, but during the day it can be a little hard to see. But during the night, it's a lot better. They say that the stand is shaky. That is totally true. It is very shaky. It's just because the monitor's heavy and the stand is, you know, kind of a pile of, it's not very good. But, you know, it doesn't feel like it's just gonna one day pop off and break. It just kind of feels that you shouldn't touch it. I mean, like even my Samsung monitors are a little shaky. The monitor does turn. It has a little little thing on the bottom that lets it just turn freely. It goes up and down when it wants to. The joint for the up and down is a little stiff. That's another one of those things that you just kind of make it once and then just don't touch it. I do kind of not like the glossy, like the case around it is super glossy, so every once in a while you'll be looking at it and you'll catch yourself in it. Like, you can kind of see my hands right now in it. With a lot of the problems people have been having is the DVIs are the DVI cable that comes with it is kind of bad. So for me, mine every once in a while it gives me a weird like almost like it thinks the LCD is broken. But all I had to do was restart it. You do have to have a DVI-D dual card, or dual cable rather. They're, you know, super cheap. I don't even think you can buy a single one anymore. I just had one from another monitor that I almost used and it wouldn't have worked. Let's see, what else can I think about this monitor? You can scale it down to 1080p for gaming, which is what I do, just to make streaming easier. It does look just fine in 1080p as well. It just looks kind of weird when you're used to when you get used to the bigger res. Like it looks a little it just looks like it's stretched. Like you're putting it on something that is higher res for it, and it just doesn't look all that great. But it works just fine. Like the monitor doesn't freak out or anything. It's just, it doesn't it just doesn't look as good. Let's see, what else? Yeah, mine seems to have a little bit of broken piece on the top, but that's okay. I've never used one of these higher monitors before, like the higher end Apple monitors, so I can't really compare it. But compared to my Sync Masters here, I really like the fact that it's super bright because it's an LED. The screen looks super clear. I managed to get one without any broken pixels that I can see, although I haven't looked very hard. And it runs just fine for games, even in if your GPU could handle the 2550 by 1440. I'm sure it will look beautiful, but I just can't do that right now. I'm ordering 6600 Ti because I need to get an extra one anyway. So I'll do another quick look, or just a short video most likely about it. Yeah, that's about it. I ended up spending $350 because I had to get a different one, and the shipper that I sent it for, or they sent it, didn't COD it properly, so I had to pay a little bit extra on it. But still, for $350, you can't beat it for a 27-inch, even just a 27-inch monitor. This is a good deal, and for the extra pixels that you can get for it, it's an even better deal. The only thing that is a downer about it is that multiple things, is that it's glossy, which is really annoying during the day. Like, I can see my Pepsi cans in it, and you can see my arms as I'm flailing about. And the fact that it only has a DVI input, I would have really liked to have the HDMI input, but I have a TV just right over there. I don't need an HDMI input on it. It would just be nice for, if I was to ever end up in a dorm, or I couldn't bring that TV with me, or that TV died. Yeah, works just fine. It's a good deal. I'd say if you're willing to take the plunge, if you're willing to accidentally have not accidentally, but have problems with it, like if you're willing to say that it's okay, that it has a couple dead pixels, or you might have to send it back once, I would say, use these monitors as your main monitor. It's a good deal. We can't just be sitting here taking Dell's, $1,000 monitors, Apple's $1,000 monitors. We have to find a way to be able to get top-notch stuff without having to spend an arm and a leg for it. This is Civvie00, a happy monitor person now, signing off.